Devastated by some of the worst flooding in decades, these villages in southern Pakistan are still underwater. Many of the almost 1,700 deaths were in the province of Sindh, which saw 7 times more rainfall than average in August.
The very first time, the level of water was 22 feet to 30 feet over there. Now 15 to 16 feet.
The provincial government called the crisis a climate change catastrophe. Rising global temperatures makes extreme weather more frequent.
This is the mosque, village mosque, under flood water. Behind it, there's the primary school, which is also under water.
Around 200 villagers used to live here. All are now displaced, part of the nearly 8 million people across the country still unable to go back home. These 2 men returned to try to save what they can.
We're here to salvage metal from our house. We're going to store it for when we can rebuild.
It was the middle of the night when they realized the water level had started rising.
The water came from the next village. It came in so fast. We already had some flooding from the rain, but this influx destroyed everything. We evacuated our families to safety.
Over 33 million people were affected by the floods, and over 500,000 are in relief camps as they wait for their waterlogged homes to once again become habitable. But it could be a long wait. Officials say the flooding could take months to recede. In a province where many people were already living below the poverty line, these families fled with not much more than the clothes on their backs. This family of 7 have been living in a tent for more than a month.
Look, here we have our clothes, and there are our sheets. That's all we brought from our village. We lost everything.
Pakistan has seen a spike in waterborne diseases with 4.4 million cases of cholera, dengue and malaria. Almost every family here has at least one child that's fallen ill.
The doctor told me my daughter has malaria, and my other daughter has a fever. We were given medicine, but her temperature just won't drop.
When the waters do recede, the villagers face an uncertain future as they discover the extent of the damage to their homes. In some cases, there's nothing left.
There used to be a house here.
His community is reduced to rubble.
You see all these bricks? They're from the walls of the house that used to stand here.
The village had already suffered severe flooding in 2010, but the surge of water in August was even worse.
In 2010, we didn't suffer as much damage. The water rose to high levels, but now it's even higher. I've never seen it this bad before.
Hundreds of thousands of livestock drowned, and fields that would have been due for harvest by now have been lost. This farmer is desperate. After a drought last spring, he was counting on this season to plant wheat.
This was my land, but with all this water, I can't do anything.
The World Food Programme warns that the floods have more than doubled the number of people needing food aid, which is expected to reach more than 14 million in the coming months.